Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil. You know, there's something about shopping for whiskey, which is a completely separate hobby than drinking whiskey. And ignore that. We were out shopping. Trader Joe's. No. Because I've been going out and I've been shooting more videos in stores, store tours, inevitably you find things that you want to buy. So when I wasn't going out shooting store tour videos, I think I just bought more online. But we're trying to cut down or limit or moderate, keep it steady, the amount that we drink. But it doesn't seem to put the brakes on the amount that we want to buy. The only thing that's saving us is the fact that the sharing list means that we distribute a lot. So
let's buy, we get share.
Yeah, so Deepa is not a limiting factor the way many people's partners are a limiting factor, saying, okay, that's enough, you got to stop. In Deepa's case, she's like, yeah, let's buy it because you can always share it.
and also we can live forever.
What, you're living forever?
No.
What does that mean?
I mean, after 52.
Well, we have to live forever to be able to get through all the whiskey. Okay, let's go to the chat. Before we start, Jerry Miller. We were doing some sample. Not really swapping because this is a pure gift. And look what it is. Oh, we're going to find a special little quiet night. Actually,
maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight. For that Talisker 25. Very much appreciated, Jerry. It's been sitting here waiting. Now, let's go to the chat and then we'll... No, let's start with the bottle. I think we'll go in reverse or... Okay, let's address the box for a minute. I was getting ready for the live.
After 2 hours, son.
And the idea was we have about 8 new bottles that we've bought recently. That it would be fun just to talk about them. And while I was setting up, there was a ring at the doorbell. And
it just came, but then for an hour ago.
This box arrived and it's from Scotch Whisky Auctions. So I think we'll just go for the whole thing. Right, over to the chat for a second first. Let's see. Let's see who is in. Hi, well, Jerry's in, of course. Stefan's in, Pete Head, Yuri, Whiskey 101, Gerben's in, Greg's Whiskey Guide. How are you doing? I guess the bonus question is how many bottles have been gathered together in this montage? Yes, that is a good question also. Let's see, who else is asking me questions? Ivan's in. Nurse Dave. How you doing, Dave? Nurse Dave. Good evening, everyone. Nice to meet you all again, from Yuri. Yes. Deepa needs an infinite whiskey supply. She does. Whiskey Runner. My wife has what she calls the divorce line. And the question is, are you across it or not across it? Oh, quick running update then, Whiskey Runner. Managed a nice run this morning. 14 miles, 2 warm-up, but 12 at 7:37 per mile pace. So very happy with that. So things are back in action. Squinigi. I managed to get a Thomas H. Handy BTAC for £128 today and excited to crack it open. How did you manage that? Where was that? Very well done. FOMO equals facilitation of malt overspending. Watchman. Yes. Oh, thanks, Jerry. Yes, we will enjoy it. Right, I'm going to scroll down. Greg. Oh, I said 6. I lost. I said 6. Yes, that's right. I think it might be 8. I'm not sure how many are in there now. SC. Hey, glad to catch you live. Welcome aboard, SC. Herb. Hello. John. Hi. Hey, quite a few new names I'm seeing. Right. Shall we get on with... Chris is also saying you can finally catch a show. Right. I'm pretty sure you have a bigger buying problem than drinking problem. This session is not going to help me. Yeah, sorry, Whiskey 101. Okay, let's start it off. How about one of these? I'll take the chat off. It's a Ben Nevis, 46%. And I don't know when this was last out and about, but we found this. Oh, thanks, Henrik, for the tip on the stores over in East Bay, Walnut Creek. We found this in Monument Liquor, about $65. And well, you know, we're curious about anything Ben Nevis, and these would definitely be on the shelf a while. We thought, well, that'll be fun to try. We're sort of going to be going. We're going to be going in sort of order of price. It's very pale. I wonder if it's unfiltered. I mean, sort of natural color. I mean, yeah, it's a cheap one. It's a no age statement, Ben Nevis. Any thoughts? Yeah, all you're thinking is, shall we open it? The other thing, actually, I want you to try this. It's not that, because look, it's closed. Just tell me what you think of that.
Is Monday?
You don't really have to give. You don't have to give notes. This one, I just want your reaction.
It's almost smoky, Siri.
Have a taste then.
Nice, man.
I'm just curious what Deepa thinks of this one.
I love it.
Where would you put it on the shelf? Is it on the shelf? Here's the thing.
Oh, it's very good. Siri, Monday.
I said we are going in order of price.
Not a bit of.
You are drinking Glen Scotia 15-year-old. And yes, we still have it on the top shelf. And we only have a little bit left of the original bottle.
Not very finished.
But
it's the first. It's fantastic.
out the door, we paid $80 for this. But I saw it in another shop recently for about $67. So for a $70 bottle, Glen Scotia 15, I think, is probably the best value out there at the moment, at least for our kind of taste. What do people think? Let's see. Greg, nice one. It's on my wish list too. It is a 2011 release, if I'm not mistaken. Slightly peated.
But are you?
Just reading Greg's comment. That's an official Ben Nevis. Yeah. Right. Okay, now, because we'd liked that so much, let's see, there's the Glen Scotia. When we came across this Glen Scotia, the 18, and was it, who was recommending it? Jimmy? Did you say you like it?
You recommend that shop is very good.
Ah, this shop is Bottle Barn up in Santa Rosa. Martin, it's your shop. I've made a video, so I apologize in advance if we're blowing your cover on your local store. Glen Scotia 18 cost us $137 out the door. That works out at $6.6 per year, and the 15 is $4.7 per year. So we have two Glen Scotias that we can try, and let's see. Macallan Fine and Rare. I actually stopped buying whiskey at the end of 2020, and guess what? I'm still alive. That's good. I do have a little box in my spreadsheet where I mark the last bottle bought, and then it ticks up the days. I think the most I've got to is about 40 days, so I'll have to try harder. Still have to find a recent batch that convinces me. Glen Scotia 15 so far. Oh, I see. You prefer the double cask, and we haven't even tried it. Right, what else did we find in the same store?
Another whiskey double cask.
There's one called Double Cask. It's a standard release.
The second.
Henrik, you did guess this one early. Well, this is Kilkerran Heavily Peated. 58.6%. And this would be batch 4. So I think this is maybe how old? 5 or 6 year old whiskey, maybe. Again, we have never tried the heavily peated Kilkerran. Cost us $98 out the door. And this was definitely one where we went, should we, shouldn't we? And Deepa was like, we can always share it. Which suggests you don't want to share the ones that you like. Let's see. Yuri, regarding Ben Nevis, traditional, as their employees said to me in 2 different visits by 2 different people, there's quite a high proportion of 15-year-old in that traditional. Wow, really? Well, that's good to know. Right. Next, we went over to K&L, the Glen Keith. Yeah. Oh no, who was Stefan? Was it Stefan? Sorry if it wasn't Stefan, I've forgotten. This is because we like the old ex-bourbon type of whiskey. And K&L, did I say Kilkerran? K&L, our local shop.
Have you also that old mudcat?
Yeah, they had this one. Now this Glen Keith is 28-year-old, one of 128 bottles from a refill barrel. Presumably this is a hogshead. Only 128. That was a half-empty hogshead. Maybe just a normal barrel. 56.9%. How bad can a 28-year-old be? Well, it could be terrible, of course, if it's a bad cask. But $165 working out at $4.10 per year at 40% average. That has got to be worth a go, hasn't it? Don't you think? Right.
So it's a $4 per...
Oh, sometimes younger on the Kilkerran, I presume, Greg.
So when you say $4 per year, what about the stock?